me trying this drink out. I don't think I've ever had this specific flavor, but I have had Poppi before. They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but maybe that's just cause. Okay, it's this one here. We've got 30 calories in total for the can. Total carbohydrates 9 grams, dietary fiber 3 grams, and the total sugar is 5 grams. So obviously much healthier, than standard soda pop drink, which probably will have what 45 grams of sugar usually. Sparkling water, organic cane sugar, cassava root fiber. So that's the fiber in here. Organic apple cider vinegar, natural flavors, apple juice with a little asterisk from concentrate, lime juice from concentrate, organic agave inulin. I might have to look that up and see what that specifically means. Citric acid, stevia leaf extract. So it's going to be some of the sweetness coming from stevia. ACACIA, vegetable juice, turmeric. Well, vegetable juice and turmeric for color, which is nice. It's not artificial color. Natural caffeine, citrus pectin. It says contains 3% juice. And then this specific one has 55 milligrams of natural caffeine, which a coffee, like a cup of coffee, is quite a bit more than that. I think it's closer to 100 milligrams, maybe 80, something like that. Alpine Blast, nothing exciting on the top there or the bottom really. Simple branding, I think it works. These are not cheap. They're relatively expensive usually. I'm not going to pour the whole thing in there. It does have some color to it. It's somewhat of a mix of yellow and green, more towards yellow. Kind of, I wouldn't say amber, but yeah, it's not clear by any means, like totally clear. Yeah, kind of a yellow, slight green color to it. Nice close up. See the carbonation, just a fair amount. And then it's actually forming a thing on the top, so it looks like it's got a good amount of carbonation in here. And as I mentioned on the can, it has 55 milligrams of caffeine for the can. So this is not a caffeine-free option. I thought it would have been because it just, from the looks of it, it looked to me like it would have been some sort of copy of like Sprite or something. But I guess it's must be trying to copy Mountain Dew. It does smell fresh. Like if you were on the top of a mountain. I mean, maybe not the top, but you're on a mountain with snow. Yeah, it kind of almost goes in that direction, but it's more of a citrus, kind of citrusy smell to it. All right, let's try it out. All right, I can, I can taste the stevia. Stevia is always so prominent to me, and I'm not a huge fan of stevia, but I think compared to drinks with stevia, usually this one's a little above average. Pouring it into the glass, it lost a lot of the carbonation. So if you don't like carbonation, obviously use a glass, but I kind of prefer to have the carbonation when I'm drinking it. So there is some tartness and it kind of lingers in my mouth. The flavor, it just seems like a generic citrus flavor. Let me see if there's a specific So it says organic apple juice, lime juice. So this one does not have orange juice, which I thought they would put in here, but they didn't. Because, obviously it feels like it's supposed to be in the direction of Mountain Dew, but to me, it doesn't really taste that much like it. It moderately goes in that direction, but Mountain Dew has an orange flavor to it because they put orange juice in it. So this does not. It's going to be more in the direction of apple and lime, which is what they put in here. So if you can imagine apple lime flavored citric drink, well, I mean, technically the citric acid adds that kind of slight orange likeness to it, but it's not going to taste like orange. It's just citrus flavor. I don't think the stevia is super noticeable in this one, which is nice to me because I'm not a huge fan of how that tastes, but it is noticeable. It's just not like insane levels. It does have the 5 grams of cane sugar, organic cane sugar. Yeah. So considering the flavor, I think it's decent. It's pleasant. It is not going to taste exactly like a pop. It just doesn't, with a combo of the types of sweeteners it's using. I've had the Olipop one and the Culture Pop. I like the Culture Pop ones. The Olipop for me messes with my digestive system, and that has, I can't remember which type of fiber, but it's some other plant. This one has cassava root fiber, and to me, this one's fine. I don't have any issues with this one, but the Olipop ones mess me up pretty bad, so I tend to go with this or the Culture Pop one. Yeah.